One, two, one, two, three, four. I need a girl to ride, ride, ride. I need a girl to make my wife. I need a girl who's mine, oh mine. I need a girl in my life. I need a girl to ride, ride, ride. I need a girl to be my wife. Nobody else, she's all mine. I need a girl. Yeah, yeah. Yo, I'm internationally known on the microphone.
EGAL, you said you were going to slap Everton. You said you had a title-winning defence. You said top four was a possibility, but you were Arteta out. What's going through your mind right now? 3 defeats in 4 games, 6 defeats in the entire season now. Nearly 50% of your games have been losses nearly halfway through the season. Give me your thoughts, brother.
I said potential title-winning defense based on them growing. I still stand by that. That's the players. That has nothing to do with the manager. When it comes down to today's game, we should have lost 4-1. We were lucky that VAR were trying to help us win more than our own players, because at certain points we weren't defending. It was literally VAR was saving our asses. We conceded the first goal. It was reversed by VAR. We had a red card incident that was not given. First of all, the first point of the game where I want to talk about. So Godfrey stepped on Takehiro Tomiyasu's face, and that should be considered a sending off, in my opinion, and a red card. I'm not sure. Did they change the rules this year where if it's not intentional and you do an act of like that, it's not intentional, you get away with it? I'm not sure, but that's the first point of the game where I'm like, I think they got that wrong. I know it didn't change the end result at the end of the day, because I think we weren't performing well regardless throughout the rest of the game. But maybe with 10 minutes, a different story. That's not an excuse. That's just a fair analyzation of the game. Now, moving on to the first point, we got lucky. Richarlison could have had a hat trick. He scored 2 goals. We're very tight. Luckily, it went our way. At one point, I'm saying, you know what? We're VARSENAL. I was taking it. We're up 1-0. I'm happy. We concede the first goal. I'm like, you know what? They deserve that first goal, because they deserve the draw at that point. But we didn't push on. We didn't do anything to show we are trying to win this game. We had no fight. We had no bite. We had no attack. Every time, I don't know. I was calling for Lacazette. I don't know what to call for anymore, because it doesn't seem like whoever we put up front makes no sense what they're going to do. We need to find a way to get our guys, our attackers producing. Be it more creativity in the team, be it more strikers in the team, be it more finishers in the team. I don't know what it is. But at this point, Aubameyang had a chance near the end of the game, missed. Eddie Nketiah had a chance, missed. No one else really had any opportunities. But Bukayo Saka was helping, doing some creativity. But whenever he'd cross it in, there'd be nobody there. Gabriel Martinelli, he's still young. I really can't put too much pressure onto him. I'm looking at Mikel Arteta today, and I'm saying to him, what did you do tactically to try to change the game? What did you do tactically to try to help us win this game? I don't think he did anything. He just watched us capitulate. He watched us lose this game. And these are the games where you have to ask yourself, is he a good enough manager to even get us to where we need to go? These are the games where you question yourself. And I say to myself, I blame myself. Terry, I blame myself as a fan, because I put my neck on the line for these guys and I let myself get sucked into it every time. And days like today makes me feel like I overgas these guys. I expect too much from them, too much too soon. And it's just, they're still the same team that finished 8th 2 years in a row. So why do I expect anything different? We're now 7th. We completely capitulated top 4 hopes again. 2 games on the bounce where we lost. We were in a comfortable position 2 games ago. 7 days ago, Terry, I was looking at top 4. Today, it's just stress. I don't even know what to say to you. Do you have a question?
I mean, look, when I know you went and you said a few weeks ago, Arteta, you don't think he's been manager. I mean, we spoke privately and said, listen, I'd stay with that opinion for a while. I don't think that the bad times are behind you or going to be gone as quickly as some people are kind of making out, as it were.
But I was never going to abuse him. I was never going to abuse him.
This is the thing. This is where football fans have gone mad. Saying you don't think Arteta is the right guy isn't abuse. Saying he's not a good enough, even saying the words he's a shit manager He's crap. That isn't abuse. You're talking about him as in a professional capacity. You're not attacking him, the person. So you don't need to abuse a manager. I think too many gooners just want to sit there and be like, oh, I don't want to sound like someone who's negative or toxic. So I'm just going to sit there and sit on the fence and play the good guy. This guy is destroying this very talented young squad. You know, you've had 6 defeats this season. When you're an elite level club, irrespective of the development and the process, you should better add a new manager in. You're telling me Ten Hag couldn't get these young kids playing better? Graham Potter couldn't get them playing better. Honestly, Newcastle have got a better manager than you now in Eddie Howe. He is better than Mikel Arteta. I know he's got the FA Cup, but he just isn't up to it, mate. He just isn't. And there've been marginal improvements, but he is just too far behind the curve. And you've now got, this is the biggest sobering fact, I would say. The other top members of the top 6 now all have very good to elite level managers, and Man United will probably hire a world-class manager in the summer. That even if your squad's better than a couple of them, that world-class manager is going to yield 15 to 20 points a season that your manager can't. It's ridiculous.
This is what bothers me the most, Terry. Liverpool 4-1, Brentford 1-0, Man City 3-0, draw against Tottenham, 2-1 against Wolves, 5-2 for Watford, 1-0 for West Ham. Those are the fixtures that Everton had. Those were majority losses, only 1 draw. No, 2 draws, Manchester United and Tottenham. And after 9 games where they could not win a game, what do? We give them the win. It's actually a mental thing or something, because as a fan base, we know that we joke about this. Oh, if you want to get a goal, you play Arsenal. If you want to break your duck, you play Arsenal. But it's literally, that's what we do. That's what we're here for. It's a joke. It's embarrassing. It's an absolute disgrace that we continue to sit in mediocrity year in, year out. I was hopeful for something. And you know what, Terry? I blame myself as a fan for getting sucked into the propaganda, getting sucked into the Arsenal bubble, and believing some of the hype myself. Like, I don't know what to say to myself. Every single time that I think we're out of the trenches, we go straight back in. And it just seems like that's
do you know what I would say to people is this: we all get things wrong. Half the time, people don't listen to what we actually say and they twist it into something wrong. But we all get things wrong. Someone sent me a clip today of one of the biggest Ollie outers that everybody's celebrating right now, who about 18 months ago, it was said in a fan cam that Scott McTominay is proving why he should become the Man United captain. Right? My point, I haven't shared it publicly. It was. I sent it to the guy privately. It was a laugh and a joke. We all say things that don't come to fruition. What I've noticed in your fan base more than any other in the last few months is there's almost this fear of being ostracized. If you disagree, like a little mob's going to come for you. So people are sitting on their hands and they're not expressing themselves how they truly think and feel. It's like, oh, I'm going to be called a plastic fan. I'm going to be told this. I'm going to be told that. For me, it's wrong. Like, just because you don't think Arteta is good enough doesn't make you any less of an Arsenal fan. And it's just, you then get this topsy-turvy ride. Arteta outers are going to be like loving it now and going at you when you're all missing the real fundamental issue here. Your club ain't being run right. You should all be in unison looking at the way your football club is run. I implored Man United fans to do this for years. Yes, Ollie may not have been good enough. The biggest issue wasn't that. It was this focus on how the club's being run. The fact you've got a novice manager who's been given hundreds of millions of pounds to spend, hundreds of millions of pounds worth of salary being spent, that's the abomination. Not the tactics or that stuff's a symptom of the problem at your club. And I saw these toxically positive Arsenal fans 2 weeks ago saying on streams, I was watching them again, I actually think the Cronkies are a lot better than we're giving them credit for. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here with that nonsense. And I stand by every fan of every club when owners mistreat them, because these are working class institutions that disrespect working class people every single week and month. Look, we'll get you on with the panel soon, mate. Go backstage for us now and we'll speak to you soon. Cheers, EGAL. Thank you. We're going to do some more calls now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to rant, but at the end of the day, I'm frustrated with the treatment of some Arsenal fans. There's no doubt. I really, really am. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and share. If you want to see the rest of this video or more content from the Football Terrace, please click on the link, check out our YouTube channel, and make sure you're subscribing. We look forward to seeing more of you. Take care, goodbye, and God bless.